You're watching Let the Quran Speak, and now we answer questions from you. If you have a question, visit our website, QuranSpeaks.com. Dr. Shabir, the question is, someone referring to the Quran, chapter 14, verse 4, and saying, the Quran says, we did not send any messenger except speaking in the language of his people, to state clearly for them. So this person is saying, I'm from Africa, and I'm wondering why most of the prophets are from the Middle East, either speaking Hebrew, Arabic, or Persian. Why would Allah want us to work so hard to get the message in a language we do not understand? This makes it hard for non-Arabs because we have to struggle to learn Arabic to fully worship God.
Yeah. So just a quick thing. I'm not aware of which prophets might have spoken Persian, but the verse that our viewer referred to, Surah 14, verse number 4, does actually indicate that prophets have been sent to people all over the world. In fact, the Quran even says further that God has sent prophets speaking the languages of the various people. And every people have had a prophet. Every people have had someone to guide them. In some level, they might be like at the level of prophet, they could be messenger, they could be other ways in which a person, might be a guide of his people. People of wisdom, there have been sages and so on throughout history and widespread throughout the world. Yes, we can understand the viewer's consternation about this, like, isn't God fair, right? Of course, we all know that God is fair, but the question is, how can we see that fairness?
And why does it seem like non-Arabs have a disadvantage in accessing God?
Yes. So we can say that God is judging all people according to the options that are available to people. Each one of us has a certain range of options. There's only so much that we can see within our range of options. And in that range, there are good options, bad options. So the good people are the ones who are picking the good options within their range, and your range is not the same as mine. So within, the circumstances that people have lived in and so on, they know their range of options, and God is going to judge them according to that level of knowledge and so on that has reached them. Surah 5 verse 48 says, لِكُلٍّ جَعَلْنَا مِنْكُمْ شِرْعَةً وَمِنْهَاجًا. We have placed a sharia or a path and a manhaj, also like a path, a law and a path for each people. لو شاء الله لجعلكم أمة واحدة. Had God willed, He could have made you all one ummah, one religious community. ولكن ليبلوكم فيما آتاكم. But He has left it such that He may judge you according to what has come to you. So whatever level of knowledge and so on has reached people, that is what they're going to be responsible for. Now, the prophets that are mentioned in the Quran are mentioned, and yes, they're Hebrew prophets and Arab-speaking prophets. That's because of the environment in which the Quran was first preaching to people. Had the Quran been revealed in a different environment, it could have been a different book. God would have, contextualized His message to a different people. But within that context, it was important for them to be reminded of the prophets that they already knew. Whereas if the Quran was going to tell them about a prophet that they have no idea about, then it would not make the point. You see, the whole Quran is in a way what is called a hujjah in Arabic, or an argument. So with an argument, you have premises leading to a conclusion. So if the premise is such, okay, you know that prophet, therefore you should listen to that prophet, that works. But if the premise is, there is a bygone prophet that you know nothing about, therefore you should listen to him when he said ABC, it's not going to work as an argument. So for reasons like this, the Quran spoke as it did and made references to the characters that it did, because that was meaningful to the environment. Now, within the Muslim faith, now it might seem like non-Arabic speakers have a disadvantage, and yes, they do. If one wants to rise to the level of a scholar in the Islamic faith, one has to deal with the original texts. And that requires knowing the language and so on. We're getting more and more things available in translations, especially in English, and I would suppose in a variety of languages as well. But it's getting easier, but it's still not what you would want. You still need to often go back to analyzing the original language. Just as if somebody was studying the Bible, they want to know the Hebrew, they will want to know the Greek and so on, at a scholarly level. But at the individual level, yeah, we can all be the best Muslims we can be, and better sometimes than the one who actually speaks the original language. And now, as for the learning curve, sometimes it's a difficulty for a new Muslim in particular to start praying the way Muslims have prayed for hundreds of years, because it looks like all the Muslims we know are praying, reciting things in the Arabic language. So how do we learn the ABCs of the Arabic language when we're already grown up? Well, what I would suggest is that you start with a prayer book that has everything to be recited translated into English. Start with reading the translation. You can pray in a different language because God understands all languages. And Imam Abu Hanifa, one of our greatest scholars in history, has actually said that if somebody doesn't speak Arabic, or even if they know a little bit of Arabic, it will be better for them to pray in their native tongue, because then their prayer will be more meaningful to them. So I know that has not become the universally accepted rule or popular rule, but nonetheless, it is there in our history. To me, we can avail ourselves of that, especially for new Muslims, so that they can feel well established in the religion right from day one, rather than to go through this stammering phase of trying to recite words that they're hearing for the first time.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Thank you, Dr. Shabir.
You're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. We have some exciting news to share with you.
As you know, Let the Quran Speak has been on TV screens and social media for 22 years.
We've been reaching people all around the world, spreading positivity and good, and helping people experience the beauty of Islam and the accomplishments of Muslims.
We've been shooting in this very space for the past 2 decades.
And now, with the help of Allah, we're about to get the keys to Muslim Media Hub.
If you like what we're doing, you're gonna love Muslim Media Hub even more.
Because it's the next step up.
Think new TV shows, podcasts, social media content, and film.
It will have new talent, more youth, and a lot more space and resources to do what we love: spread the message of Allah.
Our Muslim Media Hub costs $2.4 million.
And for that, we need to raise $300,000. Please give whatever you can. Every dollar counts.
It's our collective responsibility to share the message of Islam with our fellow human beings. Please help establish Muslim Media Hub so we can do this.
It's a sadaqah jariyah, something that will continue to be of benefit to the Muslim community long after we are gone.
Thank you, and may Allah bless you and your loved ones today and always.
Assalamu alaikum.